Hi. Couple things. One, I'm sorry. I know the deal is that I'm supposed to be standing up, but I'm hurt. Second of all, I just want to let you guys know I'm really nervous. I've performed the cucumber once before, but that time I was not sober. And today I had to make a decision of whether to ingest liquid confidence or be able to make it from there to there on crutches without falling. I flipped the coin and then fell over. So I don't know if you guys can see in the back. I'm not a very large person. Never been a very large person. I am 20 years old. I'm 5'7" and 113 pounds. So that places me in roughly the 4th percentile for weight in the United States. It's not a joke. People notice that I'm really skinny, and so they'll sometimes ask me how much I weigh, straight up, how much you weigh? And if it's a guy, they'll be like, how much you weigh? I'm 113 pounds. They'll be like, no way, and pick me up to prove they can lift somebody that doesn't weigh that much. And if it's a girl, they're like, how much do you weigh? And I'm like, 145. If I tell the truth, they get mad at me. It's weird for me because a lot of people say they want to lose weight, but there's usually a limit. If you go to someone's in-home gym, there's not a picture of me above their treadmill, a motivational poster. No one wants to lose so much body fat that they break their arm in a pillow fight. My body type makes sense. It's pretty genetic. My whole family's like this, and in general, a lot of Indian people tend to be small. We don't take up that much space. That way, 1 billion of us can fit in the country. And now I've come to accept it. It's not something I can change, even though I've tried. When I was little, it was a big problem. It wasn't just that I was physically smaller than everyone. I felt smaller than everyone. In 1st grade, there's this kid at my school named Andy. Andy was just this salivating, planetary Neanderthal of a 4th grader that would just pick on me during recess. He'd push me around and take my basketball, and I didn't really do anything. One reason was that I was afraid if I did anything, Andy would get mad and confused and think I was made out of chocolate. But I also just didn't feel like I could stand up to anybody, and my parents kind of noticed that, and it's all right, we gotta fix this, gotta make him more confident. So they enrolled me in martial arts classes because they thought, oh, let's make our son have more confidence by making his tiny body fight people that are larger than him. I went to my first day of martial arts class, and I came home crying. I hated it. I hated martial arts, I hated the kids in the class, and my instructor was terrifying. My martial arts master, his name's Mike Davis. He's this muscular Jamaican dude. He's really intense, really fierce, and he's really loud, and his voice would move my tiny body. And I was so scared of him, and I came home and I told my parents, I was I don't feel safe. I don't want to keep doing this. And they were like, well, we paid for a month of classes, so you have to go do it. And that kind of sucked, but it was also nice to finally know how much my sense of safety didn't matter to my parents. I hate to admit it, but they were right. After a month, I ended up really loving martial arts. It was something that I could work at and feel a real sense of improvement. And most of all, I was totally wrong about my instructor. He is such a compassionate and caring guy, and he realized I had this self-confidence issue, and really took me under his wing, and he brought me into his office and talked to me about Bruce Lee a lot. Bruce Lee is one of the greatest martial artists of all time, and he also is not a very large person. And he would tell me, size doesn't matter. It's about how you see yourself. If you think 10 feet tall, then you are 10 feet tall. And if you think you own a room, then you own a room. And that's kind of what we worked on, and I stayed with it for 8 years. Looking back, it's kind of weird. You have a black martial arts master tell you size doesn't matter. That's kind of like a really buff guy with a huge cock telling you size doesn't matter. And it's thanks. Maybe he was right. You never know. If you think 10 inches long, then that's it. Thank you.